So y'all, this might be one of those, hey y'all watch this moments, but I got some redneck ingenuity going on. I was trying to think this morning, how can I put some fence up easier than I have in the past from manhandling those big heavy rolls of fence wire. So I thought y'all might like to have a look at Rosie this morning. She is quite the character here on the homestead. But let's walk down here and see if Rosie's out and about. I heard her splashing down a while ago in her waller. She's got a big swimming pool and she likes to get in it when it's hot like it is today. Rosie girl, you out and about this morning? What are you doing? What are you doing this morning? Turn around here. You been over here in your pool? Rosie girl. Hey, are you camera shy this morning? Rosie girl. Rosie girl. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Well, she's a little bit camera shy this morning. I don't blame her. As hot as it is, I'd be down here in the woods wallering around in some mud too. Well, let's get on back to work. So y'all, this might be one of those, hey y'all watch this moments, but I got some redneck ingenuity going on. I was trying to think this morning, how can I put some fence up easier than I have in the past from manhandling those big heavy rolls of fence wire. So my brain gets to clicking, and what I think is, let me put a piece of plywood down on the ground. If you can see that, took my sawzall and drilled out a hole, put that down in the ground, and then drove me a T-post. And on that T-post, put some old PVC pipe I had laying around over it. In theory, I can take this wire, set it down over it with a strap, and then unroll the wire as I go, trying to make it easy for a one-man job here. Hopefully this will work. Stick around and we'll see if it does. The idea is that I can just pick it straight up and ease it down over this piece of PVC pipe and fence post. So it took a little bit of finagling, but I got it on there. And I even left the PTO shaft to 3-point auger on the forks. Wish I'd have paid more attention before I hooked the forks up, but at least they didn't fall off, didn't hit me in the head or nothing like that. I always stay clear of a boom on any kind of equipment when you're working. Before I did the job that I do now for a living, I ran heavy equipment for many years, and one thing you learn is make sure that your head and your body is nowhere near anything that can fall down and hit you. Once in a while anybody can goof up, but the main thing is try to keep your head and your body out of the way of anything that's going to fall hydraulic wise. So I got it on here. I believe it should roll fairly easily and make it easy for one man to do this job. Although I'll probably get the missus out here to help me pull wire. She's been chomping at the bit to get out here and help me, so I know, put her to work. Not that she don't do enough already. So thanks for coming back to the Piney Woods homestead with me this morning. Today it's only about 5,000 degrees and the humidity is ridiculous, but that's part of living down here in the south. Yesterday we showed you how to put in a corner post with a little bit of bracing, simple bracing, so that you can keep that fence tight once you get it pulled. We ended up pulling off this wire with the gator and using this little clamp that I made out of some rough cut 2x4s and just 3 bolts. And it worked really good. It pulled off of the little thing that I had in theory that was going to work. It actually did work. The 2-inch PVC pipe, the T-post, and the plywood on the ground. It actually worked really good and was able to pull it off effortlessly with the gator. Today we're going to tie into this section of fence because we have another about 120 feet that we need to run back the direction that I'm pointing here, so we can tie into some existing fence. And once we've done that, we'll come back with some T-post. But I can hear Rosie over splashing in her waddler this morning, and I'm scratching at red bug bites that I got out here yesterday, or chiggers as most people know them. Fortunately, my wife put together some essential oils and in a spray bottle this morning, and I've sucked myself down, so hopefully I won't get any more of those red bugs on me, because I'm going to tell you what, they make it hard to go once you get them. So stick with me today and we'll show you some new progress on the fence for the hog lot. So as you can see, my little contraption worked. I was able to pull it on up the hill. I still got a ways to go, got to go around another post up there, but you get the idea. This actually worked, and working pretty good. I'm making a little sawdust down here on the bottom of this chipboard, but working out pretty good. So I thought I'd just give you a little close-up of what I'm doing with the T-post, driving the T-post, putting the plywood down, and the PVC pipe, so you'd have a little bit better understanding about how to get your wire on here to make it roll off easy, especially if you're limited to just one person working on the job. Simple as that with the T-post. A piece of wood. And your PVC pipe. Now my wife had a good idea last night, and if I can find a tennis ball, we'll try it. She said I should take a tennis ball, cut it, and put it over the top of this pipe to keep it from catching on the pipe as I'm lowering it down with the tractor. So give this a try, see if it works for you. When it comes to getting these bolts out, once you've pulled your fence, sometimes it can be difficult to get these bolts to come back out without having to tap on them with a hammer. Problem is you're going to mess your threads up on the end of your bolt. A simple solution for that, if you don't know already, is just take your nut, put it on there a few turns. Now you have something solid you can tap on with your hammer that's not going to damage your threads. Then you can get the bolt out a lot easier. So guys, like I said, it's about 5,000 degrees out here today. I don't know how hot it is, but it's hot enough my body says it's time to stop for today. So I'm gonna end it right here. Got a few little tips and tricks in there for you. Keep on staying tuned, and we'll keep getting this fence done. We'll get that project done, and we'll move on to something else. This camera actually kind of helps me get projects completed, because before I'd have 2, 3, 4 projects going on and nothing getting completed at all. So for today, I'm ending it right here. Thanks for spending a little time with us here at the Piney Woods Homestead. Check on back in a few days. We'll have another video up, show the progression on the fence, get that done, and move on to something else. All right, take care.